They are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name.
So it's saying a false prophet is one that would make the people forget the Most High's name. For who?
By their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor.
Go ahead.
As their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
For Baal. Now just do the research yourself. When you look up the word Baal in ancient Babylon, you will see that the name is the name of the Tetragrammaton. The YHWH is the name of Baal. Okay. Now, I have much history to prove this, and we've done it in many lessons. But I even had Jewish rabbis admit as such that they know that the Tetragrammaton or Yahweh is Baal. And they said that they cannot present the true name because it's sacred. They can't say the true name before the public because that'll be taking his name in vain. So if you said you're hiding the true name of the Most High, what name are you plastering all over the place and presenting to the people? And why haven't you told the people that the Tetragrammaton is not the unspoken name? So not only was the name changed, how we celebrate and what days we celebrate on was also changed. Right? Now, when you look at the word Baal, and you can even do this yourself, it leads you back to the Lord of Mischief, which is the Tetragrammaton. If you don't believe me, and I've done further research, there's a book called The Witch's Guide that a brother bought years ago. It's the highest book for druids and warlocks and witches. A brother actually purchased the book because I think, what's his name, Tex Mars or someone, wrote a book on the Illuminati and had that in the book. Like one of the books the witches use. And you would never guess the highest name of the witches and warlocks. The Tetragrammaton, YHWH, is actually used all through the book for satanic rituals to Yahweh. And it says Yahweh and Yahweh's wife, Ashtoreth, which is synonymous to Nimrod, Tammuz, and the goddess Astar on Easter. So it didn't just stop with the name. The name just opened up the lines of communication for more spiritual understanding. And the Most High showed, okay, you got this correct. You're calling on me now? Now let me show you my holy days. Let me show you the day you should be worshiping. Do not count from any moon. Why? Because if you count from the moons, you'll come up 10 days short. You cannot count a year's from, you can't count a 364-day cycle, as I mentioned many times before, but I want to reiterate it. You can't count a 364-day cycle from the moon. It's impossible. It's impossible. And the Most High never stopped his Sabbaths. He never stopped his Sabbaths from the beginning. You have 52 Sabbaths a year. 5 and 2 is 7. 52 Sabbaths a year. That's it. And then it's the same cycle. It starts on the first day of the week. It ends on the last day of the week. And that's the same cycle over and over again. So when we get to a new year, the first week is a Sabbath. The second week is a Sabbath, which is the 14th day, which is the Passover. We are now in the 14th day. The Passover always falls on a Sabbath. It always falls on a Sabbath. The same time every year. The Most High is not the author of confusion. So some people might ask, well, why does it say new moons or moons in Scripture? I proved that before. That when it talks about new moon, it translates to month. But when you look at the moon in Genesis, the first chapter, it gives you another Hebrew word separate from month. It's talking about the actual moon. So when you see new moon, you should translate it to new months. According to what? According to the 364-day cycle. Y'all got that? You got 4 new months, which is a change of seasons, that are Sabbaths out of the year. Let me prove that real quick. Let's get that out of the book of Jubilees. Yeah.